I wouldn't be surprised if once that finishes, he feels free to go ahead and move. This army just isn't. These stalkers just aren't going to be able to deal with anything. It's more of they're going to be able to get in and try to get out once Crane's army starts to move, just because of that blink. Crane did spot this entire army up here. Rather that expansion, thinking about going down. Some damage coming down from Slayer's Arthur. I'm getting some serious lag. Some damage coming down for Slayer's Arthur, but he did blink out of the same time. And now, Slayer's Arthur trying to sneak an expansion. He has a couple of stalkers blinking in, going to be able to get a full scout on anything. He sees that there's more colossi on the way. He sees that he's going to maybe kill 1 or 2 probes. How many are these actually going to get? Let's see. There was 3 kills on one of those units. This is hugely risky. If this thing dies, Slayer's Arthur is really, really far behind. But if it lives, he'll be on par with his opponent, who is now going for this third. The only way that this would really, really help Slayer's Arthur is if his opponent continues to scout over here, sees nothing, and doesn't send something down. But look at this zealot, already moving down towards this base. He wants to take every precaution possible. It does get spotted. It does get canceled immediately, and I think that should probably spur movement from Crane, who's on +1. His opponent's not. +1 still very, very far away. It's not even started. I don't even know if their force is down. +2 coming up as well. Crane sends his entire army out of position, which means that these Blink Stalkers are going to be able to move on in. He needs to move these guys back to get away from that area and move back towards to protect his own base. This reminds me of that Sase game with Sase's 13 Samurai Stalkers. It's actually a really cool video. You should look that up after this, if you've never seen it before. Sase controlling the map with Blink Stalkers because his opponent doesn't have Blink, so he can blink in and out when he wants to. That's really what Arthur has going for him right now, is his mobility. And he's just trying to delay to get his colossi counter a more respectable position. But as long as Crane continues to pump out colossi and upgrades, he's going to deal so much more damage than his opponent that there's nothing that his opponent's going to be able to do. Now his opponent's third has been delayed for so long that Arthur is just getting further and further behind, though he does have that supply lead. He does have a pretty big army. This army is going to be able to keep up with the +2 upgrades that Crane is now sitting on. In fact, he's getting +3 right now. Now, does Crane know about this army movement? This positioning is a little bit funky from Crane. I mean, he might be a little bit... Yeah, I mean, he's going to be able to jump over here when he realizes that his opponent's over here. But he has nothing over here. Oh, he has that pylon. That was really spotting for him. So Crane moves forward. Here's the Colossi Wars that I was talking about, but with this upgrade advantage, all of Arthur's units should die very, very quickly. Stalker's looking over to the side in some attempt to cover that flank. Extended thermal lance going down from both players. I don't even know if you guys can see this game, because I surely can't. I am slowing down the game without a doubt. Really, when it comes down to it, this Colossi battle, it's really just a battle of who has more Colossus. Slayer's Arthur can't even really remax after this. He doesn't have that many units. Archon's coming down from Crane as well, which means it's 122 supply to 180 to 88. Once Crane gets a lot more units coming out, and once he remaxes, with a couple more weapons, he's going to be in a position to push all the way across the map. His opponent, of course, making only 1 Colossus at a time, is not going to be able to rekindle that count at all. And it's these Colossi that really completely changed the game. PvP, that's kind of what it comes down to, right? I mean, you're always going to see that. We have this observer over here just checking around, not going to see anything. We have a proxy pylon out for Crane so that he can attack directly into this third without too much of an issue. And we should be seeing him sending some army units down here to the third while he continues over to pressure this front. That, or he can just go straight for the third. It looks like that's what he's going to be doing. 2 Archons leading the way, but I mean, these Colossi are going to be able to take out all of these Zealots without any problem whatsoever. Colossi dealing tons and tons of splash damage. Archon's not going to be able to do anything. 3 Archons left. I think there's just a GG. There it is. There it is. So we see, indeed, Slayer's Arthur having lost that battle because he just wasn't able to make enough Colossi to keep up with his opponent. That was a pretty awesome War of the Worlds battle.